So now that we've learned how to canoe in the course, we're going to be moving on to kayaking. So first thing we have is the kayak. That's the front, this is the back. And you've got a plug here so that you can take the water out of it. You've got this handle right here for attachments or as a handhold if need be. This ring right here is where you put the skirt. We'll talk about that later. So you also here have the paddles. There are two types of paddles. There's the bent one right here. Its strength comes in power, so you're pushing back with it, and it has handholds as well. Here you have the straight one. It's a bit longer than the other one, and it also has an offset, which is good so that you can get the full push out of your body. You've also got your skirt. You step into it and then you put it around your waist, and then this right here buckles right in over top of the canoe so that you don't get as much water in there. So now moving on to safety in your kayak, there are some equipment you can use versus the helmet. Pretty standard, goes on your head and you buckle it. It also has adjustable straps. You need this helmet because a lot of the time you'll be hitting yourselves against rocks if you tip over in rapid situations. So you're going to want this for them. The next thing you're going to want is this jacket here. Doesn't quite fit me, but what it is super warm, and it's waterproof as well, so that when you're out on the water you can slip this on, and then if you fall in you won't get as cold, or you won't get as cold if you're splashed by somebody else. So last thing here, this is a PFD, not a life jacket, because it doesn't actively flip you onto your back if you're unconscious. So right here we got a whistle so you can call for help. You put it on like so with your head in, and then you just clip around the sides.
Alright, so now that you have all of your kayaking safety equipment and gear on, and you have all your gear with you, the next thing you want to learn is you want to learn how to roll your kayak. So rolling your kayak is a very useful skill because not only will it keep you a lot safer in rapids, so that way you don't have to pull your skirt, it's also really safe because you can keep all of your stuff dry and you can continue on to the next rapid if it's really close. Alright, so we're going to teach you a couple ways of exiting your kayak or to roll your kayak. So the very first thing, if you can't roll your kayak, is your skirt's going to be all around here and your legs are going to be in the kayak. So it's going to be pretty tricky to get out of your kayak if you're tipped over. So what you want to do in that situation is you want to bring your knees in here, and then you want to pull the tab on the end of your skirt, and you'll be under the water, and you're going to want to push off the bottom of your kayak, and then you're going to come up to the surface. The next one is the regular roll. This is just your C-stroke roll. So you put your arms and body parallel to your boat, you put your paddle perpendicular to your legs, and you snap your hips using the pressure that you have off your paddle, and that will roll your boat right back over. And the third and final one is the back deck roll. This one's really good in rapids if you're trying to do tricks, or if you're trying to get up really quickly, because you have to go to the next feature in the water. And that's the one where you're sitting down and you roll over and you take the momentum that you have from when you were falling, and then you slap the water, and then you use that to thrust your hips, and you really get the power to roll back over.
What are you doing in my backyard, man? This is my house.
Oh, hi there. Today we're going to be in a stagnant pond in the great outdoors. So the first roll that we were talking about was the standard flip over, parallel to your boat, perpendicular, and then snap your hips. So I'm just gonna get a little bit better of a position here for the camera here. And I'm gonna do my excellent roll. And there you have it, your first roll. Oh, that's fucking chlorine water. Alright, this one's the back deck roll, okay folks? So, this is where you're already falling. You bring your paddle back here, you slap it to the ground, and you roll over with a hip snap. Alright, here we go. DJ's not the best at this one. Stellar, bud. Sometimes, on the river, you're gonna lose your paddle. Whether it be in a rapid, or you have stupid friends. That's the time for you to learn your hand roll. That's when you roll with just your hands. That's when you're rolling and you slap the ground and then you roll back over. So that's really important that you have your hip thrust down. Alright? So she should look something like this. Sometimes, if you can't get your roll, you're just gonna have to pull skirt.